this table and figure out what's going on. Nobody in love? Co-workers? Are they teachers? A bunch of like babysitters and kids? I don't know. Speaking of crazy age gaps, I got a story to tell you. Did anybody here ever get caught jacking off? Alright, good. Every guy that didn't just say yes, you're a fucking liar. So let's just start here. So I remember I'm like maybe 12 years old, you know. I'm there and my stepmom went to bed and I got the living room, big dog status, you know. So I'm there and it's one of these old giant TVs with the speakers on the bottom, you know. And I'm watching Blue Leaf. My crew right here. Buddy over there, the young guy. Boudouille is so old that when I used to come into the toilet and then they created Ninja Turtles like 4 weeks later. So Boudouille, in case you don't know, it was a French pornography, very tasteful, soft core. It was on at maybe 11:30 on channel 11. If you had cable, if you were poor, it was like some static thing. Anyway, so yeah, I would go and I would jack off this French porn, now fully bilingual. Worked out great for me, you know? So anyway, I hear these little footsteps coming up the stairs and I'm like, oh fuck, you know? So I'm there and I'm trying to shut the fucking TV off and it's not going off. These old remotes, they don't work. The batteries are kind of shifty. Fucking knockoff Sony, Boney TV or something. I don't even know. So I'm trying to shut it off and she gets up there just in the nick of time. Now these old TVs, when you shut them off, the image burns in the screen. So she gets upstairs, it's just two dudes fucking each other. Kidding, it was straight. Anyway, so now she gets up and I think I'm slick because I have a blanket on and I did the old tuck under the chin. Then you make the tent, right? They don't know what's happening under the tent. Unbeknownst to me, I'm wearing a short blanket. She gets up the stairs and all she sees is me fucking wiggling this thing around. And it doesn't happen like I know we all know Pornhub now. Stepmoms are very curious on Pornhub. They're crazy little critters, you know? So it doesn't happen like that in real life. She wasn't impressed. She had offered to help. You can legit tear your family apart. So I moved after that. Foster care was sick. Anyway, okay, moving on. I had a friend, R.I.P. Brad, great guy. Do you ever have that friend that you think might be a little gay? And you're like, oh, I'm gonna test the waters and see where this goes. You know, I'm an adventurer. Like, they call me Hora the Explorer. Anyway, so I'm like Brad, let's test this out. I'm like, what do you jack off to? You know? And he's like, well, what do you jack off to? I'm like, you know, regular stuff, straight porn, just a bunch of straight dude stuff, black guys gangbanging chicks, you know, whatever. And I'm like, Brad, fuck off. You're supposed to be my friend. Jesus Christ. Anyway, and Brad, what do you jack off to? And he goes, training porn, without skipping a beat. And he's like, you jack off to straight porn. I'm like, yeah, he's like, you're kind of a fag. And I'm like, whoa, what the fuck, dude? Explain yourself, please. And he's like, how many dicks are in your porn? And I'm like, just one. How many dicks are in your porn, Brad? I'm like, just one. And then he goes, how many tits are in your porn? Now, I don't know if anybody's here is a mathematician. I'll let you guys start doing the math and let me know when we catch up. So, in straight porn, two tits, one on each side. That's hopeful, right? Brad, how many tits are in your porn? Fucking 4. Now, I like to consider myself a movement. And when I realized that this guy's on to something, the holy grail, I've been here just denying myself of an extra set of tits. You know what I mean? Like, it could have been so much better, but I'm scared to try it because it's not a conversation I can have with my wife. You know what I mean? Like, get out of the spare bathroom, like, babe, you'll never guess what I just discovered about myself. Turns out tranny porn is really straight. So yeah, I'm just not gonna go down that avenue. But for years, it's tormented me. Every time I fucking see training board, I'm like, fuck. Like, do I try it now? No, I don't want to be that straight. Let's watch more black guys. All right, cool. Final story. Question actually. You guys remember the career test that you would take in high school? Yeah? Anybody remember what they got? Oh, dead silence. Wow. That's exactly what I was looking for. Thank you guys for participating. Okay, so they never tell you the really bad jobs that you can get, right? Like, you guys you're driving now and you see a sign on a fucking post that says, we clean up dog poop, you know? So they never tell you, like, you could be the guy that cleans up dog shit. And you'd be like, fuck yes, Timmy in the back row. It's like, I knew it, I had a future, you know? My dad always tells me I don't. So they could be like, you cleaning up dog shit, or you're a Walmart greeter, and you know, somebody laughs at you, haha, such Tom, you're a Walmart greeter. And you're like, shut up, you're gonna be a fucking abortion dog, you know? And honestly, we need them because they all got fired in the States recently. I don't know if that's right. Huge market in Canada, yeah, they're all coming up here. But I went in Hitler's career test. Alright, well, that's where we draw the line. Cool. So mine was a vending machine restocker. Now, I don't know if you remember these tests, but you fucking pad the stats. Like you don't tell the truth about yourself. You know what I mean? So in my wildest fantasy about myself, the best thing I can be is a fucking guy who puts in more coke to the machine. Like, can you imagine, like, if I told the truth about myself, they would be like, oh, you're gonna be a fucking amateur comic in your late 30s. Thank you guys very much.
Actually.